Hello everyone, welcome back to the HSE Coach. In today's video, we are going to discuss a very important document for every safety professional, supervisor and compliance team member, and that is the HSE Legal Register. Whether you are working as a safety officer, HSE engineer, supervisor or project manager, understanding the HSE Legal Register is absolutely essential. So let's start. First of all, what exactly is an HSE Legal Register? An HSE Legal Register is a documented list of all health, safety and environmental laws, rules and regulations that are applicable to your company, project or site. This register helps us identify which legal requirements apply to us, what actions are required to comply with them, and who is responsible for monitoring compliance. Now, let me tell you why this register is so important. Whenever there is an internal audit, external audit, ISO audit, client inspections or government inspections, one of the first document asked for is the HSE Legal Register. If you are unable to show this register or if it is not updated, you may receive a non-compliance observations. And that is why maintaining an HSE Legal Register is not optional. It is a legal, client and company requirement. Many people think that the safety department alone is responsible for preparing the legal registers, but that is not completely true. In most organizations, the responsibility of identifying applicable laws lies with the admin, HR, or compliance department because legal matters fall under their scope. The safety department, along with environment, engineering, and operations team, support the process by ensuring compliance at the site level. So, it is actually a combined responsibility, not just a safety task. Now, let's understand the format of an HSE legal register. The format may vary from company to company, but the basic structure remains almost the same. At the top, you will find name of the organizations, name of the site or project, name of the department. After that, the main column start. The first important column is the name of applicable act or regulations. For example, Factories Act, Workmen Compensation Act, Environmental Protections Act, Water Act, Air Act, Contract Labor Act, and so on. Only those laws that are relevant to your project or site should be included. Next come the section number and rule number. Every legal requirement falls under a specific sections and rule of an act. This information is usually provided by the head office or senior compliance team in the form of soft copy based on the project type and locations. Then we have the legal requirement descriptions. Here you briefly explain what the law requires. For example, medical examinations, license approval, pollution consent, training requirements, permit systems or statutory inspections. After that, we mark applicability. You need to mention whether that legal requirements is applicable to your sites or not. This depends on the nature of work, equipment, manpower and processes involved. Next is the compliance status. Here you mention whether the requirement is comply, not comply or in progress. This status must always match the actual conditions at the site. Then we mention the reference or document number. This could be a license number, approval number, certificate number or permit reference. Along with this, we also mention the evidence of compliance, such as copies of certificates or approvals. After that comes the monitoring frequency. This tells us how often the compliance is checked. It can be monthly, quarterly, annually, or before the start of work, depending on the requirement. Next is the responsibility for monitoring. This is very important. Here you mention which department is responsible, such as safety, admin, HR, store, engineering, or plant and machinery. Responsibility depends on the type of legal requirements. Once all these details are filled, we come to the final part. At the end of the legal register, we mention prepare by with name and signature, approve by usually the project manager or authorized persons, and lastly date. Only the last signed page is normally scanned and shared for records or audits. After preparations, the legal register is submitted to the concerned department for verifications. Once verified, it must be regularly updated, especially when law change, project conditions change, new activities or equipments are introduced. Both hard copy and soft copy should be maintained properly. Before we close, let me share a few important audit tips. Your legal register must always be updated. Compliance status must match the evidence. Monitoring frequency should be clearly defined. Responsibilities should be clearly assigned. And approvals and signature must never be missing. So to conclude, the HSE Legal Register is not just a document. It is the backbone of legal compliance for any organizations. A properly maintained legal register helps you avoid penalties, clear audit smoothly, and build a strong safety and compliance culture. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the HSE Coach. Thanks for watching, stay safe and see you in the next video.